our moral authority. And it has, in fact, I would say, speaking in very simple terms, that in fact I think Iran has done the best out of any country in the war in Iraq. And we are now trying to deal with the growing power of Iran. So under those 5 umbrella issues, there are the 2 hot wars and the unintended consequence of Pakistan to do with Afghanistan and Iran to do with Iraq. And then we have to deal with many of the issues in Africa. People just say Africa, but the bottom line is there are many countries in Africa with different levels of need and different ways that they are participating in the international economic story. They're not all basket cases. There are countries that are very functional, that are contributing a great deal to the international system. And then there are terrible stories like Darfur and Sudan and the killings in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the United States has kind of been absent and not thinking very much about what's been going on in Africa. We've not only had a unilateral foreign policy, we've had a unidimensional foreign policy focused on only one part of the world with one tool, the military tool. And then we have to think more about Latin America. They are our partners in this hemisphere. A great deal of our lives are interconnected, and I have to admit it's not easy to deal with Latin America because in many ways you're damned if you do or damned if you don't. If you don't pay attention to them, they feel neglected. If you pay too much attention, then they think you're interfering in their domestic affairs. But you can't possibly decide you're not going to be interested in it. So the next president has a huge national security agenda, and I haven't even talked about what the economic crisis now. We can talk about what it is domestically, but this is all spreading internationally. There are various other stock markets and banks that are closing and a variety of international